Hey guys, welcome back to the MAEVUIM YouTube channel. It's your girl MAEVUIM, and we're on day 8 of 12 days of May. If you're new to the YouTube channel, hi, my name is MAEVUIM. I'm a singer-songwriter, and we're doing the Love Compatibility series. Today we're going to do the Love Compatibility between Sagittarius woman. I got hiccups, so bear with me, okay? Sagittarius woman and the Scorpio man. If you haven't already, check out the description for the giveaway. If you are not in tune with that, I'm sorry for the hiccups. This was very unplanned. I took a break between shooting videos thinking it was gonna go away, and it came right back. So we're doing with fixed water and immutable fire sign. This relationship compatibility has always played in my favor, but however, when the Sagittarius woman and Scorpio man compatibility, it always ends with the Scorpio man having some vindictive agenda. Like, these relationships last really long, and it's like, I'm sorry, the Sagittarius woman and Scorpio man last very long. These are long lasting, super tight relationships, even to the point where it's like, this is a couple that know they're a couple telepathically before even touching physically or even communicating. Because like, every time, I'm telling you, from my experience as a Sagittarius woman, I connect with the Scorpio man, it goes long, like it can go really good, and it just feels like a fairy tale. However, the Scorpio man, okay, he is going to approach this on his own time. So how he approaches this by being a friend, being like super like out in the cut, trying to be all goofy and flirty, but not too out in your face like a Leo or a Gemini. Scorpio man is gonna like be sly with the approach, but more than likely he's gonna do it subtly, almost like the Aquarius, but not really. Scorpio man, he's very calculated with his approach to love. He don't mind stalking the Sagittarius woman for like 20 years. He's gonna move whenever he feels structured enough to have her. Because the Scorpio man objective when approaching the Sagittarius woman is to consume her. Okay? Whether it's through sex, money, conversations, friendship, he just wants to own her. Now the Scorpio man, I'm so sorry. Scorpio man is very intuitive. He's very like deep, emotional person. One thing I noticed about Scorpio men, they hold on to their explosive dark side into the worst possible moment. Like, I feel like Scorpio men, okay, oversee a lot of stuff and be super susceptible to a lot of things he may not like about his Sagittarius woman, because he's more of an introvert. Okay, he can be out there if he wants to, just for the sake of like survival. But when it comes down to, well, he's not really an extrovert. How is like Sagittarius woman? She's an extrovert. Not everybody's in her close circle, but she knows a lot of people. Okay, please bear with my hiccups. Okay, and how this is gonna work is like, Sagittarius woman has the personality of Harley Quinn, and you know, Scorpio man does have the personality of Batman. Almost Christian Grey like Capricorn, but not necessarily. But like, he likes to move in a dark manner, but he's the good guy. Actually, these people are gonna bond deeply, because the Scorpio man is not only all about sex. I think everybody always correlates Scorpio to like sex because it's all about reproduction, all that stuff. But the Scorpio man is really gonna bond over the Sagittarius woman's mind. Okay, he's gonna like, obviously once they get to that sex point, it's like all gas, no brakes, all night, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. However, because he's open to it, and she's open to somebody else that can keep up with them, will keep up with her, and that's a plus. Okay, it's more of a plus. However, here are some conflicts. He has trust issues. Okay, so if he can't consume the Sagittarius woman whole, which he can't, he's gonna have to compromise some of those things that he may not be comfortable with to be with her. Okay, and it's a different dynamic than the Sagittarius man with the Scorpio woman, because the Sagittarius man, he don't care what the Scorpio woman does as long as she's happy. That's fine. But the Scorpio man is way more possessive than the Scorpio woman. Okay, the Scorpio man is kind of controlling. she as in the Sagittarius woman will like the fact that hey, this man got head on his shoulders, he has his life set in the right path and stuff like that, and we can meet each other halfway. But you need to be able to trust and not explode. And the Scorpio man is known to explode. God damn it. Hold on to all these emotions, because this is a water sign. They're deeply emotional and explode at the worst time. Here's the dynamic we're dealing with, okay? We're dealing with Miss Sexy Sagittarius, who's sexy and free, and Mr. Laid Back and Sexy. Like, this could be a hot fire ass couple. Come on, this is water and fire. This is steamy, okay? The sex is steamy, okay? Never been with a Scorpio man, but just based off of the energy and stuff, I already know it's gonna be popping, okay? I already know it's gonna be set off the roof, okay? Okay, but you know, it's like that communication thing. You didn't like, and that's another thing. When it's Miss Sagittarius, you can't just go about doing things spontaneous with him. He got trust issues, Miss Sag. You need to put your pride aside and communicate with this man. Tell him who's who you gonna be with, what time you're gonna. That's just them. And I think Miss Sag, you're gonna have to learn to compromise with him if you want to be with him. Love is all about compromise and getting the work done, or like making the relationship work, right? Another thing is the Sagittarius woman can be very homebody if she chose to settle down, okay? And I feel like the Scorpio man makes the Sagittarius woman want to settle down, because like he approaches, like, I'm telling you, this is an alpha male, okay? Don't see a water sign that they're just sensitive and feminine. Nah, this is an alpha male we're dealing with now, okay? So if the Scorpio man approaches the Sagittarius woman because he got it, don't listen. I'm telling you, if you're not a man of abundance, don't approach no Sagittarius woman, because you're gonna be taking less as a joke, because she will embarrass your ass. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But the Scorpio man, because you know, they will not approach a woman that he's not 100% confident that he won't get. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? He's gonna approach her, and she gonna be like, "Who's this?" Okay. If you want to see any guy that can get a Sagittarius woman to be settled down, it's gonna be Mr. Scorpio. I'm telling you. However, this dynamic, you know, you guys gotta like. The communication will be the only ultimate driving force. Miss Sagittarius, you can't be too rah-rah with Mr. Scorpio. He is low-key sensitive. He plays with demonic forces. I'm sorry. These men truly believe that everything else in the spiritual realm is out to get him because he can see dark things. That's just a Scorpio thing, okay? That's another conversation. But like, if you give him a reason to believe that you're one of those dark entities, he's gonna take it and run with it. Because I've seen this dynamic happen in my family. I have an aunt that was married to a Scorpio man, and I've dated a Scorpio man. He tried to blame me for stuff that wasn't even existing on the physical plane. So I'm just saying, this is another conversation. I'm just saying, when it comes to the romantic stuff, he's gonna give it to you, Miss Sag. And Mr. Scorpio, even though you don't want nothing back from your woman, we know how you get down. She's gonna return. This is the type of thing where if you give, you will receive tenfold. And I like this relationship dynamic, despite it being water and fire. I love this relationship dynamic. Okay? It may not always work in your favor, but I'm telling you, these two, this is one of them stronger ones. Just always make sure you're respecting one another. And I think, Miss Sag, with your bluntness sometimes, you need to be careful. You can hurt somebody's feelings, because words do come from a real place. And you always want to make sure your words are rooted with intention versus malice. Because these men are very intellectual. If you say something to hurt them, they're going to see it on so many different spiritual planes and feel some type of way. Other than that, I give this relationship compatibility an 8 out of 10. Just because of the different elements of water and fire can be clashing. Because even though it can be steaming, water put on top of fire can create smoke. So you always want to be careful. You don't want no static in your relationship. You need to respect one another. Like, Mr. Scorpio, don't be too over possessive. I know what's yours is yours. And Miss Sag, be respectful. Respect this man's boundaries as a man. Try to meet each other in the middle, because one thing about the Scorpio, he can move with any sign any zodiac sign can go with the Scorpio man or the Pisces man, or with the Scorpio man, they just can't go with anybody because they're just refusing to evolve. Other than that, that's all that I have for you guys today. Make sure you smash subscribe, and I love you, mean team.
Mud. If that bitch play with me, she getting cut. Me mugging in the club.